Hello again everyone and welcome back to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 139 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We'll be looking through a roll of 1962 Lincoln Memorial Cents. They are proof coins in their mint cellos cut from mint sets. I got a bag of them off of eBay and it's kind of funny, I can't find any now. Hoping some more will pop up on eBay. But bought a roll of these, so there should be 50 in here. We've got one out on the camera in front of us, so I'll dump these out and then we can start looking through them. For those of you guys who have watched the show here, we generally look through the coins and we look at the front and back of the coins and just kind of see what the quality is, and then afterwards we zoom in and see if we can find any varieties. And so probably about the first 20 minutes here we'll be just looking at the quality, see kind of what we got. And then after the show we'll kind of do like a run through of all the different coins. If we found any really cool looking ones or any varieties, we'll take a look back at those and then I'll zoom out so we can kind of see what the quality of them is. And so we'll just get right to it, but welcome everyone. Hope everybody is having a good night and a great week. I know it's getting close to Thanksgiving, so I'm assuming you guys are all prepared in some way or another. I know this is not a traditional Thanksgiving, so maybe a lot of you guys are alone at home and you guys are not out celebrating or getting ready because you're just going to sit at home and eat a bunch of mashed potatoes by yourself, which honestly does not sound like too bad of a Thanksgiving. But yeah, we'll see how things go. But I hope you guys are all having a good time. Hope you are all well. I know that there's a lot going on in the world, but for tonight we can look at some coins together and hopefully have a good time, and hopefully we'll find some nice varieties. 1962 is action-packed. I went and looked at all the different ones and there was just so many different varieties. This one has some environmental damage. The rim on it is like totally darkened. I'm guessing that there is probably some sort of compromised, that the cello here is somehow compromised. Almost wanted to think it was toned when I picked it up, but you know, yes, it's toned, but not in a happy way. But we'll get some like that in here, and we'll get some, hopefully, that are very nicely toned. This one kind of has a slight pinkish hue to it. So it's kind of funny, we get one that's kind of unhappy, and then we get one that is kind of a pastel tone. But hopefully we'll find one. I feel like it's been a couple rolls since we found one that was just like really bright and outrageous. The last episode, the first coin we pulled out had like rainbow toning on the rim. It looks like this one has a tiny bit of toning on the reverse. Not super strong. A little bit of a marbled finish. Kind of two different colors of copper. Maybe this one would qualify as a red-brown. And then on the reverse, I think it's kind of similar. I think there was just a little bit of toning, kind of disappeared. Maybe it was up on the United States, but maybe it's just more of that deeper red color. But there's a little bit of pink on the rim. It's peeking at us, some peeking pink. So we've got a little bit of toning here, so maybe we have some possibility for some deeper toning on some more coins. We're getting a little bit of everything. This one looks interesting. The reverse, the reverse is like a really light color. It almost looked white. I think most of what we're seeing, I believe, is on the cello. The mint cello is in, you know, it's bright white. It's almost interesting, the cello right there, it almost looks like there's some rainbow toning on it. I do not believe that is on the coin. And then there also, I don't know if this could qualify as PVC damage, but if you look at Lincoln, there's almost like it's like there's a layer of something. It almost looks like, just looks like there's a layer of something. I don't know if the mint cello attached to the coin. It kind of looks like the same on the reverse around the cent. There is just something here. The coin itself is almost, it's like a white coppery color. But then there are areas that You know, in person, it looks like somebody like kind of like scribbled on it with yellow crayon. And so if I didn't mention it, all these still have their little mint token in them as well. And so I guess I'm going to call that environmental damage. Something, it just, the way that the coin looks, it looks like something attached to it. I don't know if it was the mint Cello or what happens there. This one's got a little spotted coat. Looks like a bird did a drive-by. But I like these early proof coins because they're all different colors. A lot of, like if you get into the wheat cents and then you get into the late 60s, all the coins are the same color. It's like they really got things down, but it seems like they must have been messing with the mint, like with the alloy, the metal alloys, because all the coins have like different colors to them. It's like there were all these like random impurities. But I'm super hopeful that we're going to find quite a few double dies tonight. I see another one that looks like it's partially toned. This one looks like it's got a little bit of environmental damage on the rim. The rim's kind of spotted up. It's kind of hard to see, but I think you guys can imagine what a spotted rim looks like. It's just a little bit darker. But when you buy in bulk like this, some of the coins are going to be nice and some of them are not going to be. So I believe this one has some toning on the reverse. I'm not seeing anything on the front. But we will check it out. And it looks really light. Like there's kind of a circle that goes around the coin here. Sometimes these kind of lighter tonings can be really difficult to pick up. Let's see if I can, yeah, it's kind of, it's like this faint metallic blue kind of tone that goes around. Like you can almost see down in here where the edges of it are, but I don't think that it's going to show up here on camera. It's been funny, like my camera seems to, it magically makes toning disappear. But lately I've been getting coins that they're just so photogenic. This mint Cello is toast. I don't know if that shows up pretty well on here, but it's, we'll see if we can see through it. This will probably be the double die that someone's like, oh, this coin's toast. But my camera has been making some coins just like pop out with toning that I can't see with the naked eye, and I find that pretty interesting. But I can imagine that some coins don't photograph well, and then some just, they live for it. Kind of looks like the mint Cello on this is deteriorating. It's just really, really messed up. Here's a nice bright one. A little dot at 10 o'clock and one at 1 o'clock. The rest of the coin looks like it is beaming. And it's always interesting too, how nice these coins look outside the mint Cello. I know that there's all these lines and scratches that are visible on the Cello, and it does obstruct the view. I feel like I call it Cello vision, like I just see through it now. I just realized that 90%, 95% of anything I'm seeing when looking at these is not actually on the coin. Even sometimes I think that I'm seeing like little spots and stuff on it, and then I realize, oh, it's just some dirt on the Cello, and it comes off, and I'm like, oh, that is a much nicer coin. If I'm looking off the camera, I'm just putting these under the lamp. Sometime I'm gonna have another light here. This one is like a really interesting, it's kind of toned. It's like a white reverse here, but then it's also has some kind of like pastel around the edges. And I feel like most of these coins that look white, they kind of just end up coming across copperish. But there's kind of like this like pink edge around it, while the rest of it is kind of white. And normally, and I apologize about the noise, the time machine was powering down And so I think it is just about to kind of calm down for us. So apologize about the noise there. I know sometimes you guys ask what the infernal racket in the background is. I try to cool its jets before I start. I was watching Cointable, one of his videos this week. He opened 4 boxes of 10 packs of 1965 special mint sets. He was able to find 4 boxes. I think Christian at Treasure Town connected him with a guy I believe called Happy Coins, and he was able to purchase 40 unopened 1965 special mint sets, and they looked really nice. It looked like he was able to pull out quite a few cameo coins. Looked like a cameo Kennedy and a 1965 cameo special mint cent, which if you guys aren't familiar with them, they're not supposed to be cameo, and so when you find a cameo one, they are awesome. I have one 1965, it's MS64 cameo, and it's beautiful. That one's toned, but I was happy to get that one because I've been looking for one forever. And I got to see him find one opening the box on camera, and I thought that was awesome. He also mentioned that he got 800 proof 1958 sets in this deal, and I was like, wow. And I think there was like 200 another day. I think they were 1952. But I'm guessing that there are going to be some really, really, really nice 1958s coming on the market. I love 1958s. I have quite a few. Whenever there's a Proof 68 one on the market graded by PCGS, I pick it up. So if I'm lucky, Cointable's going to list them on eBay, and I can buy some of them off of him. I just hope he doesn't find too many of them and it drives the price of the ones that I already own down. But that is the way things go. Yeah, this mint Cello, you can see it's like starting to flake. I feel like there's a little bit of like kind of orangey toning around the edges of this coin. But this mint Cello, I'm wondering by the time it's in this kind of condition if it's actually beginning to damage the coin. I don't know. I know that PVC can create damage on coins. It looks like there's a little bit of toning starting. On the bright side, there's not like huge black blobs and stuff starting to grow on this coin. You know, sometimes when they get exposed to the elements, they tone. Sometimes you get carbon spots and like just like ugliness. Sometimes you get like green growths. So I mean, these are interesting. Like I believe these ones came from somebody I bought from them in the past. These ones were advertised as freshly cut from mint sets. I've been buying them pretty much since I've been on YouTube here. I was going through tons and tons of coins, and then I really enjoyed going through these, so I've been buying them. And anytime they had auctions up or a buy it now, I'd buy them, and I'd probably buy from about 10 different dealers, just trying to sample things out to see who has what and what their quality is. I'm definitely running into some lower grade ones here, but the last maybe 10 rolls that they had went for more money than I've ever seen them go for. Like I did not win, I was trying to win more rolls so I could do more shows here because I really enjoy doing these on camera. But I wasn't able to win anymore, and now it's been almost 2 weeks and I haven't seen them list anymore. So I don't know if it's the end of a thing or if I'm going to start having to buy like 50 mint sets just to be able to make a roll. Definitely would not be the end of the world. I'd like to start buying mass quantities of mint sets and proof sets. I just want to make sure that I'm getting from the right source before I start investing, because that could be a dead-end investment or it could be, the next level. And it's definitely encouraging seeing people like Cointable kind of doing things at the next level because it kind of shows where somebody can go, and it kind of shows the abundance. This one's really nice, or at least we have a nice obverse here. I love it when I say this one's really nice and I turn it around and like half the back is black, but that definitely happens. And I mean, just one nice coin in a roll like this sometimes can pay for the whole roll. You know, one nice double die in the roll could definitely pay for the whole roll. This one's pretty nice. And traditionally, the way that when I bought these, it'll be about a 50-50 mix of like half the mint cellos are bright white, they look like they're brand new, and half of them look like they are all yellowed and have been sitting in not a perfect environment for a half a century. It looks like we're in a little bit better batch. It's like we hit a little, this one's got some nice luster on it. This one, what is going on with this one? Guess we can look under here. Interesting. Yeah, this one kind of has that same two-tone thing going on. And I don't know whether to call this damage or toning. But it's, if you look around the rim, you know, it's one color, and then if you look in the fields, it's another color. Same thing with the reverse. The reverse is kind of like a bright white color, and then the western rim is kind of like a honey color. Like, it's like, to me it almost looks like there's like something on the coin. I don't know if perhaps it got exposed to sunlight, but there's just so many different kinds of damage that can happen to coins. It's kind of fun to try to figure things out, or like, you know, finally understand why a coin looks the way it does. This one has really nice fields. I hope the reverse look this nice. There's a couple little tiny spots on it, but just super smooth fields. Maybe it's the mint cello, but it almost looks like all the luster just flows in one direction. And the cello definitely has, I'm guessing it's the cello, because the reverse, they're all kind of opposite. But it looks like a pretty nice coin. Looks like that was just a shadow over there on the rim. I can't wait to look at these up close. And it's like, while some of these will not be the most beautiful coins, I've had really good luck. There's that same hair again. Let's not see that one again. So like, some of them aren't the nicest ones, but we've had really, really good luck finding double dies and different really cool coins. So I feel like perhaps they're cherry picking the best of the best. Perhaps they are just cutting out all of the silver and then selling off the nickels and pennies. Every seller does things differently. Oh, this one looks circulated. Some environmental damage for us. Like, you guys can see all the little black lines. Whenever you see little black lines inside there, to me that says that moisture has pooled up in there and it's environmentally damaged the coin, and then when it runs off the coin and dries, it, like, you know, it gets in a better environment. Then it leaves all these little deposits in the creases. I think the time machine has stabilized. I can't hear it anymore. Once I learn more about coins, I'll just have to take a nice trip back and be able to learn from all of my mistakes and redo everything here again and start over. This one has some nice luster on it as well, a couple little spots. I'm assuming if all these coins were perfect, the person who was selling them wouldn't have sold them. But yeah, I'm used to, like, at one point I bought out all the mint cellos on eBay, pretty much every single one, unless they were like ridiculously high priced. And I'm used to buying out categories, but I'm also used to them repopulating really quickly. And what I was surprised when I bought up all the mint cellos is that they didn't repopulate really quickly. You know, I just figured there was like an infinite amount. You know, a lot of these years they made million-plus coins. So I figured there was still a lot, but excuse me, then when I hear like CoinTable bought 800 proof sets, I was like, okay, there are people out there who are just holding on to thousands and thousands of proof sets. And so there is the potential to run into that. I believe all the damage is just on the mint cello here. This one looked pretty nice. I bet it would be much happier outside this mint cello. It'd just be beaming. Is everybody having a good night? You guys are all quiet tonight. It's cool. You guys are welcome to watch, lurk, talk, whatever your fancy is. I definitely get through the coins quicker on the quieter nights, but I did pick a roll because I had time tonight. That we will be busy looking through these because there's just a lot. If you guys are ever, if anyone watching hasn't gone to coppercoins.com before, Chuck does a really good website there, and he has pictures of all the different varieties. So if you guys were to go to coppercoins.com, on the left-hand column there is a little section called Die Variety Search. And if you open up the Die Variety Search, then it opens up fields to enter. For instance, for this one, you would enter 1962 to 1962, and then choose Philadelphia. It does cover both the Business Strike Philadelphia and the Proof Philadelphias, and then it brings up all the different airs that he has listed on there for 1962 Philadelphia. The proof ones at the end of the air number will have a P, and that means that it's a proof, that the air is on a proof coin. And if it doesn't have a P, that means it's the Business Strike. But if you guys are ever watching and are wanting to like kind of look, I oftentimes have people that are more knowledgeable than me and they're pointing out stuff that I'm missing. And so there's a lot to learn from a website like that. You know, if you get, you know, a Business Strike roll, like if you just get a bank wrap roll, you can be watching there. He also has really great videos. If you guys haven't seen his videos where he's going through, you know, he'll open up a roll and he'll just be telling you what the errors are on the coins. Like, I don't know all the different error numbers. He's really knowledgeable. He's written books on coins. He's got the website. He's here on YouTube. I don't mind telling everybody about him because he's awesome, and he is just full of knowledge, and he is a really nice guy and will be happy to share and answer questions. And so that's one of the places that I like to go to learn from. But his website is a great companion if you guys are searching coins. You can, you know, just enter in things there. He's got nice high quality photos. And so like, yeah, if you're looking at a particular air, because everything kind of, you know, goes down like a list, kind of like an eBay, if you're on eBay looking at different coins. But next to the picture there will be a little button or a little link, and it'll either be like LDS like late die stage or EDS, early die stage. And if you click on that, it'll bring up like high grade, high resolution photos of the different coins, and it'll show all the different parts where the double die is showing. It'll show die markers in case, you know, there's a lot of double dies that look almost identical to another one. And so those photos are really helpful because you can see up close exactly what the error looks like. And then if you're not sure if there's a couple that look almost identical, you can then go and look at certain parts of the coin where there are, you know, kind of like not errors, but just little markers, little things that are unique to that die that made that error. And so I found this site really helpful. There's another site called Variety Vista. They do a really good job. I find Chuck's site a little bit easier, but you know, there's a couple websites out there doing these kind of things, and not any one website has every single error. You know, like Chuck in his videos, they're finding errors that they've never found before. And so, you know, finding a double die or finding an error, it's kind of one thing, but then finding out which error it is another thing. It's like a whole nother, it's like chapter 1, how to find errors, chapter 2, how to figure out what that error is. And so, like, you know, it's like an art being able to find the different errors. This coin has beautiful fields. And then it's another art being able to like identify which error and find out if it's a known error. And one thing that can be super difficult, yeah, this one's lovely. One thing that can be super difficult is when it's not a listed error. Nobody has, maybe no one else has found it. Or maybe the people that list it don't have a copy of it to make, you know, photographs of. And so there's just a lot that goes into building these sites. I really like the way that Chuck has things built up because he'll do kind of like, he'll do auctions basically where he sells the coins in a roll. Like he'll find a really nice roll, he'll sell spots in it, and then he'll go through the coins, you know, kind of like here if, you know, I was to be selling all these coins, but he'll sell all the coins in advance. And then he opens them, puts everyone's name in a hat, and goes through all the coins. And you know, some people will get double dies, some people will get like an RPM. It's like you just never know what they're gonna get. And then if you know, it's your coin and it's an RPM, he'll, you know, do the research and tell you what coin you have gotten. And so his shows are really informative. I love watching his shows. Like my favorite are when he is going through rolls, because he'll go through a solid date of coins, you know, kind of like how I'm doing here. But you know, he'll, you know, like he's so good that he can like tell all the different coins. You know, it'd be like, oh, we've seen this die before, so we know that this one won't have a double die. Or like, you know, oh, we have a new die. Okay, let's look at this one all over. I'm starting to get to the point where I'll like remember a certain little spot on a coin and be like, oh, I've seen this before, but I have a long ways to go. But it is a fun journey. I'm quite enjoying myself. And I like being able to do this on YouTube because before I came on YouTube, I was just doing this by myself, and it was a very quiet, very, very quiet hobby. So it seems like we've had some really nice ones in here. Almost feels like it's been more than 50. Normally it only takes me about 20 minutes to go through these. I need to start counting these, because just because someone says there's 50 coins in a roll, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll get 50. That's definitely one thing I've learned from eBay, just because something says something in a description. And oftentimes when I buy these rolls, after I've purchased them and they're supposed to be shipped, I'll get a message from the person saying, oh, I counted it, it was 10 coins short. What do you want me to do about that? Oh, hello. I think this one has some toning. I don't think it's the light. Can we get it to show up? Let's see if I can describe it. So it's kind of like orange, but it's also like there's some green and yellow in there. It's like whether I can get it to show up for you guys. It's like up here is kind of an orangey color, and around the rim, this field here is kind of a yellowy green. I'm not sure. I know that when we zoom in, we will probably be able to see it much better. I don't think there's any toning on the reverse. I'm trying to tell if those lines are on. I'm assuming it's the mint cello. Maybe put that one to the side so we can know to be looking for the toning. It seems like when you zoom in, the toning shows up really good. So I'm going to take these out. That was the last coin. We'll start with that one that looks like it's toned. Yeah, it's got like pink toning. It's got pink and orange. I feel like the part that looked green, it mostly looks yellow. Give it one more try here before we zoom in. Like this whole area here is pink. You wouldn't know it. Alright, coffee break and then we'll zoom in. Coffee break's never long enough. Alright. Turn on some light so I don't blind you. And we can zoom in. See if the toning pops with the light on. Nope. Alright. I think we will try. I don't know, so for the most part, for the double dies here, still got one in the box. Let me bring this closer to me too, so I'm not all stretched out. Comfy. Don't have to be uncomfortable to look at coins. For the most part, it looked like all the obverse double dies, they all could be seen in the date here. It's going to take me a couple coins here probably to adjust. That 6 there looks like it has a nice split. The 2, this is double die. Nice, this is the toned one. That is a nice way to start. You can see the separation of the dies, or we'll call it a spread. You can see the spread of the dies in the 2 really clearly. You know, down on the bottom corner there, you can just see it going all the way up. I thought the 9 looked really thick when we started, but you can see the separation, the spread at the top of the 6. And I believe there should be some part else on here. But the 9 just looks super thick. There almost looks like there's like a little line going down on the bottom of the 1. For 1962, there are several double dies that are paired with double dies on the reverse as well. And so just because you guys find a double die on the front of the coin, it does not mean you should not look at the reverse as well. Like sometimes they can be on both. So we'll check the reverse. I think there were maybe 3 different double dies that were paired. I think that this is machine damage on the reverse. It's like I am seeing what kind of looks like some doubling on it. We'll keep on taking a look on here. I'll try to keep it focused. So I keep saying I'd like to get a microscope where I hold the coins up basically to the lens here when I'm doing things, because it allows me to pivot a lot easier. But I definitely notice a lot of other people on shows, they'll just have it down and they'll spin it around in a circle, which so seems easier. But when I do it, my microscope does not really like that. So I'm not seeing, and so on the reverse, most of the double dies can be found but by looking at the 1 cent area on the bottom. But I believe there are a couple that can only be seen by looking at the top of the coin. So this one was a double dies, so I'm going to put it off to the side. Try bringing this a little bit lower. I feel like sometimes it helps diffuse the light so there's not as much glare. Just try not to give myself a cut here. Oh yeah, actually that's one thing I didn't check. There's also at least one doubled eyelid. So if we can find Lincoln's eye here. And it looked pretty significant, like if it was doubled, you would just be able to see a big piece of metal, like kind of like a line of metal right below the eye there. I almost feel like it looked a little bit better when I was up higher. I'm just trying to, that's a great place crease. Maybe that was a hair. It usually takes me a couple coins here just to kind of know what a normal coin looks like, even though I've probably gone through like 6 or 7 of these rolls before. It's like sometimes when I'm just starting a roll, everything looks like a double die or nothing. It definitely helped to find a double die right out the gate. It's nice when you have things set up and it is obvious that things are set up correctly. I feel like I'd need to mess with the focus here a little bit because I shouldn't have to be moving the coin. One of the problems with the mint cellos is you know, they're not just flat, they're kind of warped, and so sometimes you have to move things. This one looks a little bit interesting. And so there is machine doubling, which kind of makes the bottom look doubled, but oftentimes and the light sometimes can get kind of messy. I like the line running up the edge of this one. I feel like it's supposed to be a little bit stronger though. I'm not positive about this one. It kind of looks like some of the double dies that I've seen, but it also looks like machine damage. Have a look sometimes at the edges of the memorial steps. When it's a double die, you can see it's like what I'm not seeing notching on it, but I'm also having trouble getting the light to show me corners clearly. I'm going to put that one in a maybe. I just want to see a couple more. Move the cello a little bit, get a little bit clearer. I don't think that this one doesn't look doubled. And this was one of those super, whoa. It looks like this mint cello could almost pop out. I did just see it is not fully sealed. You can see a little piece of cello right there. Yeah, you can definitely see this mint cello is compromised. Gonna let it pop. Occasionally on this show, we see cellos just fall right out. Yeah, what I don't like about the way that my camera is set up right now, I believe that is toning on the mint cello, is that all the corners seem to be really, really bright. Check out that eye again. Where'd it go? That eye there was looking, that R almost looked like it had a little bit of double. Let's start over here, see if we can get a better focus. The bottom of that S, ooh, the top of the S looks kind of interesting too. I feel like for 1 second I saw like a line on the bottom of that S. Same with the top. It kind of looks like there is a notch going diagonal on the top of that F. This one is giving me so much trouble. The cello is just falling apart. My intention is not to spend 5 minutes on one coin though. I know, it's like I feel like I can see a notch on that eye, but it's just not wanting to be very clear. It's like I feel like there's two different layers of cello here. It's like kind of flaking apart. I feel like on that S there, I feel like I was able to see a notch for like a second and then I adjusted it and it disappeared. Let's check out. Hey Blue Sandy, hello, welcome. How are you doing tonight? You having a good night? Happy Thanksgiving or happy early Thanksgiving. I think I'm gonna put that one in the maybe. I feel like oftentimes when I do see notching on these, it is just very, very clear. And I feel like I see some that I kind of like double guess them. And then I see other ones and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that other one was not nearly strong enough to have been good. This one here looks a little bit thicker than normal, but I'm not seeing any spread. Happy Thanksgiving! Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should do a short stream or a long stream tonight. I was like, people are probably getting ready for Thanksgiving. And then I'm like, well, maybe nobody's going to Thanksgiving this year, so maybe tonight is a good time to do a longer stream. But so I decided to go with a longer one tonight and tried to find a roll. I feel like a bunch of the rolls I've done lately have been like an hour-long stream. Because there's no errors in them, so I tried to find one that would be more fun tonight. The first coin was a double die, so that was cool, and then I think the second and third coin were like maybes. And I feel like not only are there a lot of double dies in this year, but there's also a lot of machine damage, which just makes it very, very confusing for everybody. Well, it looks like that one we can just keep going past. Hold on a second. Gotta come closer. I moved a box under my desk and my foot is supposed to go there. So hopefully we will get many, many double dies. I feel like we usually have really good luck with 1962s. This one almost looks like it has spreading, but it is not, you know, it definitely does not stand out here. Right? That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, I think that there was just like 100-person gathering up where I am, and they're saying that that gathering, we just went into the purple tier, which is the most restrictive. I guess we have a curfew. I think you had said you guys have curfews there. But yeah, we're in the most restrictive tier now. That's kind of interesting. I don't think that's a spot. I think there's like a little die chip. Maybe it's a spot. Kind of looked like a little spike coming out of the S. That S does look a little thick. Oh, that U looks a little thick too. We'll take another look down here. I know that there's a few that in the U and the S and the T. You can see the spread. Maybe this is just a really, really late die stage. Maybe it's just machine damage. I don't think I remember seeing a spread that looked like this. It's like I can see the lines in all the places, but it just doesn't quite look right to me. I really like that F there when looking for notching. Just had a nice big messed up part of Cello over it. I can move it, but there's other places to look on here. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think, in my town, I don't even think there's any businesses open past 10 o'clock. So it's pretty much same as, maybe the gas station is open past 10, but I don't know, I'm not a night owl anymore. For all I know, it closes. 7,000 person wedding the other day. Yeah, somebody's living on Mars or the moon or something. There's a pandemic going on, everybody. Just stay home, relax. Watch me on YouTube. This pandemic doesn't need to continue any longer than it does. Yeah, I think that some people, like, unless it's like just directly affecting themselves, there's nothing that would stop them from doing what they're doing. They'll just keep doing what they're doing. I'd say it's probably a pretty large chunk of the country too. Some people just have to learn the hard way. It's kind of like a parent teaching a child, like, don't do that, it's dangerous. Don't touch the fire, it's dangerous. Like, I told you not to touch the fire, it's dangerous. It's like, oh, COVID, it's deadly. I told you not to touch the COVID. Yeah. But hopefully for those people's sake, we'll have a vaccine here and it will be a safe vaccine. I think I will wait maybe a little bit before getting my vaccine and just stay in isolation and make sure that nobody like grows like a third head or something crazy. That is a big party. I've never even been to a party with that many people. I'm not sure if I would find that fun. I think probably a concert is the closest I've ever been to that. So far, the first coin is looking the best. It's definitely not a bad way to start the show. It's like, lets you know they are out there. It was nice too because it was a toned coin and I wanted to see the toning on the coin, but it wasn't showing up. And I don't think it showed up so well either once I zoomed in. Sometimes my camera does good with toning, sometimes it doesn't. I just wish it would show the notches here good. Well, that is a big wedding. I mean, that sounds like a super spreader of it, if you ask me. I mean, it's like they probably, I know that, I mean, it's got to be awful to plan a wedding and then have something like this happen. It's like, but it's like, you can put stuff off if you guys really love each other, and you can postpone it. Now, like down here, it looks interesting, but I feel like we're seeing kind of like doubling like this on almost every one we're looking at tonight. I bet they just put the $15,000 into their wedding planning. They're like, oh yeah, we can have a wedding, and oh, what a fine to, you know, $15,000 to have a wedding here. Okay, that's not bad. We're already paying $50,000 for the venue. What's another 15? I mean, it's, you know, another one of those examples where people who have a lot of money are not as affected by the pandemic as people that don't have. You know, it's like $15,000. You know, when I got married, my wedding did not even cost $15,000. I bet with that many guests, it was a very, very expensive wedding. It's looking kind of like machine damage on the tops of the letters here. The S here kind of looks like it's got a little bit of spread on it, but I believe it was more just part of it taken out. It's like the edges, instead of it looking doubled, it's more like part of it's missing. It's been scooped away. Like here, it's like, you know, it looks kind of like the O is doubled, but it's just, it's part of the O I think is missing. Same thing with the C. Like the machine doubling can look really, no masks. My goodness, Blue Sandy. Yeah. What's interesting to me too is how long's the pandemic been going on? Like 9 months, 10 months. And it's like most people, you know, like, you know, I see people in stores, and most of the stores are like no mask, no service. But people basically are just, you know, wearing, you know, they just put their shirt over their face, or they just like have like a piece of cloth, and I'm just like, it's been, you know, you guys can buy a mask. This is going to be going on for a little while still. Even after we get the vaccine, it's still going to take a little bit of time before, you know, it's still not a good idea. I mean, I think our society could have embraced masks a little bit better. I think that they could have made it fun. I'm sure that there are some people that have made it fun, but I think we could have made it more fun. It's like this was the time for like superheroes and stuff to like just start coming out of the woodwork. I don't know, maybe Halloween was better other places. Hey Edwin Vasquez, welcome. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving, Edwin. First coin here tonight was a double die, so that was pretty good. And we're looking, I believe this is machine damage on the bottoms of the E here. Keep on looking. I'm not seeing any doubling there. Not seeing a double die here. Hey, have you made any videos, Edwin? I put you on, I rang your bell the other day, and I do not believe I have seen any notifications from YouTube that you made any videos. But if you did, let me go back and check, because YouTube has not been fully giving me notifications. Like, I get no information when Copper Coins go on. I have to like write down when he's going live when I see something. But I don't get any notifications, so I'm not getting notifications from a lot of things. It used to be if that happened, I could just unring the bell and ring it again. I think this is that one with pink toning on the rim. So I was just taking a ride down there. I don't get notifications for most stuff. I do. It's funny, like the channels that I subscribed to a long time ago that I no longer am like really watching all the time. Those ones I get notifications for every day. But since I thought maybe I'll go back and watch those ones at some point, or if like there's a video was interested in, I would watch it. But I'm not getting any notifications for any of the channels that I regularly watch. Like the people that like I go and watch every single one of those videos. Nothing. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why YouTube. It seems like I've been having a lot of interesting things going on with YouTube. This one looks a little bit thicker. I can't tell if that is a shadow on the west side. But we can always turn it upside down. If it is, yeah. I don't know. It like disappeared. Disappeared into the shadows. It looks like there is a whole big line going down on the side there. But this one looks different than the other double dies. Wasn't there another part of this that also looked like... Was it just the 6? Here, let's check out the top spread. Sure, I'd be happy to win it. I'd be happy to try to win it. If you're asking me if I want to win it, yes, I want to win it. I don't have any Apollo coins. So it's not just me, Blue Sandy? That's good. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one having YouTube trouble. First, YouTube starts streaming me live without me pushing the button, then no notifications. Yeah, I can't tell if... I'm not sure if this is a double die. Like the 6 definitely looked double there, and the inside of the 9 looks like it's got the same thing going on. And it looks really thick, so I don't think it's machine damage, like cutting out. It's just, maybe there's a little bit on the top of the 2 too, to the north. It's like I can't get it in the right light. Like, it seems like there's a lot of shadows on this coin. Yeah, I think this is a double die. I don't think I saw this one though on Copper Coins. I might be wrong. Well, that's the funny thing. Like, I'm used to it like unsubscribing me from my favorite channels. I'm used to that, but I'm not used to being subscribed. Like, it's like I'm going and checking and I'm still subscribed. It is just not sending me notifications. That's why whenever people are on here, I always ask, like, hey, are you doing videos? Because I haven't seen anything. Like, what have you been up to? Where'd you disappear to? Oh, you've been making tons of videos? YouTube's just not showing me them. The other interesting thing I've been having going on YouTube is whenever I go to like, you know, check out my videos or watch them, like to like check on a coin, like sometimes people are like, hey, you know, they ask a specific question about the coin, and instead of going and pulling the coin out of the vault, I'll just go and watch the video of it, and it takes less time to watch it than to set everything up and go and find it. This coin is really, this is the one that had toasted rims. It's kind of interesting. I'm guessing that's machine damage around the two there. It does not look like it is raised at all. Oh yeah, but whenever I watch one of the videos, or go to try to, it tells me that my video is private. It's unavailable, it's private. And if I walk away for a couple minutes, it will then let me watch that video. But if I go and try to directly watch one of my own videos, it tells me it's private. And like when it first started happening, I'd go and check. And you know, no private videos. I think I have one that is for members only, but it's just like an introduction. I really haven't taken the members only thing anywhere yet. You know, I don't necessarily plan to. I just wanted to have like a welcome message if anybody did subscribe or join, you know, the membership. But in the future, try to make some fun things. I have a lot of free time in the upcoming week, so I'm hopefully going to be able to do some like bonus streams. I've been having a lot of ideas of different kind of videos I want to make, so hopefully I'll be able to do some of that kind of stuff for you guys. It takes your watch hours away when you can unsubscribe. That's not cool. Yeah, it's like I don't like it when you know, let's say that like being a YouTuber is a game and there's like clear written instructions for like how to play the game, and then the game just keeps changing, like, oh, you have to get, you know, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and you know, now you need to do this on top of that, and now you need to do this, and it's like, wait, you told me if I did this for X amount of months, you know, I'd be eligible for this. It just seems like things shouldn't always change. It seems like there should be, you know, like a contract basically, but it seems like YouTube gets everybody to work for free. And if I wasn't doing this mostly for fun, you know, if I get paid a little bit for it, great. And if I don't, I'm still gonna do it. So, but it's like YouTube definitely makes people just jump through. eBay's the same way though. You know, when I'm on eBay, like they're constantly like changing the rules. It's like, you own your own business, you're doing your own business, but you sell on someone's platform and all of a sudden you got a boss. It's just kind of, and they keep changing the rules of your job. It's like, no, jump through this hoop. Oh, whoa, no, we're going to try setting it on fire. Now try jumping through it. Like, our executives were not nearly entertained enough watching you jump through this hoop the first time, so do it again, please. Yeah, YouTube definitely. I don't know. I notice one thing is like I'll notice I'll get a couple more subscribers, and then like the next day they'll disappear. And I'll notice it's like I'll go up like 5 or 10 subscribers and then they all disappear. And then it seems like after about a week, all of a sudden I gain quite a few, and it's like I feel like YouTube like puts, anytime I get a new subscriber, I feel like they put them in like a quarantine. It's like maybe they like check them out or like make sure they're legit accounts or something. But I get them back, but they disappear for a while. It's like anytime I get a bunch new ones, it always seems like they all disappear. I'll be like, oh wow, I'm about to get to this goal, and then they're gone, and I'm like, oh. I don't think I have another YouTube browser, but I check. I've been at like $13.99 for like 3 days. I'm like, oh, I'm up to 1,400. That'll be fun. Looks like machine damage, but at least with this one, it seems like it's showing. I was able to see everything nice and clear. I just readjusted it again. It looks like the angle here is a little bit better than what we started with. So I'm going to try to not move it again. Because I feel like we're actually seeing the corners on here pretty nice. No, that R looked interesting there. We'll see if there's anything to go with it. If it's just one random corner, it's probably not anything. Yeah, I think it was just a random corner. Is the Apollo coin, is it hollow? If so, I did not realize that. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen a hollow coin before. Is this machine damage or is this a double die? Nice clear mint Cello. It's like this one kind of looks like that last one that we found. Does this one have doubling on the bottom? No. I believe that it, the end's got a little line there, but let's keep checking out. I think this one, unless we find something on the back, I think this might go in the maybe pile. Oh yeah, I'm liking. It's like I wish I could just set up my microscope and have it never move. It's like I feel like I'm able to see clearly here for the first time tonight, the last couple coins. If I look off to the side, I'm just reading your guys' chat. It's much easier to have it all on a second monitor than to have it overlaying over everything I'm looking at. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that one in the maybe pile. Just see, if we get a ton of coins that all look like that, then it's, almost undoubtedly just machine damage. But it definitely is easier to put them in a maybe pile and check them out later. So it's like this one I feel like is machine damage. It's got like a little bit up at the top there. But when we were looking at Liberty as well, it was just all, like it was like little bits of it were gone. It's like double dies have more. Machine doubling often, it takes away from the coin. We want more, not less, right, people? You can get to 300, Edwin. Yeah, like, I mean, it took me a long time. I can't remember how long it took. I feel like it took me a long time to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I mean, for me, I feel like the thing that helped the most was just really going to it, you know, getting to 1,000 subscribers. It took going to like 1,000 different channels plus, and just going and hanging out and talking. Like, it was like a full-time job. But there's like, I don't know, I mean, I feel like I've seen you at quite a few of them. I haven't been, you know, there was a lot of activity, a lot of networking groups, you know, a lot of places with, you know, to like kind of match people, you know, like get to meet everybody. And it's like, those places seem to be some of the best places to meet people that had kind of shared interests. And it's the people that, you know, like I'd be going to as many, you know, Silver Stacker and such, and I know I see you on a lot of different channels, so I think you know what's going on. And I don't know, I feel like YouTube just makes it way harder than it has to be. Like really way harder. I mean, it's like you've been doing giveaways, at the very least. I don't know if like eBay does not like people I don't know if YouTube just does not like people giving stuff away. But like, you know, who doesn't like free stuff? I think that this one might be a double die. I think that 9 definitely looks like, the 2 is kind of weak on it. I feel like the only part I'm really seeing is the front of the 2, and it looks a little bit lower. And the 6 looks better, but the 9 looks great. Like it looks like really, really thick. Would not want to meet that 9 on a dark alley somewhere. Wow, nice clear eye. Didn't have to look twice to see if there was a double die lid there, that's for sure. It's amazing how many double dies there are just out there, and I feel like 1962 is a pretty common year for double dies. It's not necessarily that hard to find one, but it's hard to find a specific one you're looking for because there's so many. It's like you run into a bunch of them, but it's like if you're trying to track down a particular one or need a certain one for your collection, it can be difficult, and that in a way it kind of makes them worth more money. Excuse me. Welcome, PK Carve. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you. Yeah, I've really been trying to build up my eBay store. I've been trying to take things to the next level a little bit. I still buy any and everything graded by PCGS, but I've been trying to work a little bit harder on winning and purchasing some little bit higher grade stuff. Like today, I think I got to post 2 top population coins. Like I feel like I just finally started to collect coins that are the top pop. Like I had a 2010P and a 2010D special strike satin finish Roosevelt dime, and so I was pretty psyched about those. I didn't even realize how one of them was worth like $200. I think there's only 29. It was the top population. You know, there's probably going to be more of them, just nobody has gotten them graded. This one looks a little interesting, but I don't think we have anything here. But yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't gone and checked every seller on eBay, but I think I now have more PCGS graded coins listed than any other eBay seller. and I'm not positive about it, but like I looked at all the biggest ones, or all the people that I think of as the biggest, and I'm sure they have more coins listed, you know, just not. What's going on with this one? I'm sure they have more coins listed, but as far as coins listed, I have more coins, I think, than any other person on eBay, which blows my mind. Just past midnight there. I think I sold, I think I sold all my 1943s. I think I sold all my nickels. Okay, have a good night, Edwin. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll check out your video. I'll try to win your Apollo. Thank you for letting me know. I gotta check out the... I don't know what's going on with this... the trust on this one here. The rest of the coin was looking kind of normal. It's like I hit the R here. I think it's just machine damage. If I turn it upside down. I've never seen a U like that before. But it's like I can't tell if it's just like... It kind of reminds me of the R here. But then the S looks pretty much fine. And I feel like the date was fine. And I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. I think that it's machine damage, but I just do not know. I do not know. So much to learn. Take things a couple hours at a time. I'm not seeing anything there. Did I look at the reverse of the last one? Did I just give up on the front? I don't think I did. I think we'll take a look at the reverse on the last one again in just a second. I think I was looking at it for so long I forgot that I didn't check the back. So if I don't have the most PCGS coins listed on eBay, I do apologize for false advertising, but the highest that I saw, I think I have 3,460 coins up now. I think the highest that I saw was like 2,500 or like 2,200. I was surprised I couldn't find anyone with at least 3,000. But I will have the most soon if there is someone out there. I know I have one in 35.2. Like, so I just say 1 out of 36 because it's easier to say than 35.2. But I never thought I'd be there. At one point I had more Flying Eagles than everyone else, Flying Eagle cents, than anyone else on eBay combined. I thought I was going to try to corner the market, but I tell you, those suckers, they just come out of the woodwork. I'd buy like, you know, it'd be like, okay, my goal is to get 1,000 more. I'd get 1,000 more, and it would keep feeling like I was like cornering the market, and then they just come out of the woodwork. When you try to play Monopoly, or you try to play Pokemon with a certain coin, it's amazing how many coins pop up out of nowhere. People are like, oh, someone's buying this. I got one to sell. Hey, did you hear someone's buying all these up? Got any? Yep. I'll put up 20. So that's definitely, that was one expensive lesson on eBay, that I'm never ever trying to corner a single date of a coin, a single coin. I'd much rather spread my portfolio over, as many different dates and mints and coins. And I think just even expanding from small cents into buying nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, just buying everything if the price is right. I think that was another very, very valuable lesson. I'm very happy that I did that. It's only been 3 months, and I think I've grown faster in the last 3 months than I did before, and in the years before. And I feel like I've learned more about coins too, because even though I wanted to learn everything about pennies, I realized it was never going to happen. Well, if you're ever purchasing on PK Carve, you're always welcome to click on the links below my videos. They're all eBay partner links. Anytime anyone goes through one of those links, I get paid at least 1% of whatever they purchase. You don't have to, but hold on, I'm out of focus. There we go. Nobody has to, but I definitely tell people. I finally just started getting checks from the eBay partner. I've made, I believe, more money off eBay partner now than I have off of YouTube. YouTube still has not sent me my first check. I supposedly have made enough to get a check, they just have not sent a check. I'm gonna have made more money with swag bucks pretty soon than probably YouTube as well. I think I was telling you about, but if you are, did you, PK Carve, I know you were talking with Blue Sandy and me, I think at the end of the last show, about swag bucks. I think I'm going to do a video about this weekend, but if you already set things up with Blue Sandy, or if you're planning on doing that with her, if you're buying stuff on eBay, they give 1% cash back. It takes 72 days to be able to redeem the cash back, but I just redeemed another $10 PayPal gift card from them today, and it looks like I'll probably have another one coming up in a couple days. It does not take long to rack them up. It definitely works. Yeah, that's the cool thing too. If I don't have what you're looking for, and you go to someone else's, I get a commission off of it too. I think if you purchase something from me, I think it reduces my seller cost. It lowers my fee that they charge me when it sells for bringing the person there. But if I don't have what you're looking for and you find it somewhere else, they reward me for that. And pretty much anybody on eBay can do, I believe anybody can do it on eBay too. So if but one important thing is never click on your own links. They will ban you. But if you sell anywhere, that's the thing too, you don't even have to, if you're an eBay partner and they accept you in the program, you can sell other people, you can do links to other people's stuff, and then you just post the links places. If you have a social media empire or whatnot, you can totally make money off of it. And it's so random, I won't get anything for days, and then I'll get $10 from it, just a bunch of people randomly buy stuff. So it's cool. How does, do things go quicker? Do things go quicker, Blue Sandy? That's cool. And I didn't know if it was just because I was getting, I got the PayPal gift cards because I'd like to get the eBay ones, but the eBay gift cards, you can't buy coins with them. And so it's kind of like, I want to buy coins, so I just have it, I just get it, because they'll oftentimes give you a bonus if you get an eBay gift card. I'm like, okay, so I get even more cash back, awesome. But then I can only pay, then the gift cards are only good for, me to buy shipping supplies, or for me to, heaven forbid, buy something that's not a coin, which, it's like, I'm not very good at buying things that I'm not very good at purchasing anything other than coins. I'll buy food. I'll buy like necessities, but I'm not really big on things. It's weird. I love coins. I'm not sure about this one. I believe this is machine damage. It just doesn't really look doubled. It looks damaged. Sometimes it's hard to tell. This one looks bright. This one's like two. Alright, there we go. There's a good angle to see it. I was gonna say I can't tell you what if this one's double die because it's so bright. I feel like a lot of these ones, like I don't think I've zoomed out once this entire show. I think I've just been like zoomed in. Sometimes it almost feels easier to see stuff out, and then I just kind of zoom in to see if I'm right. But I feel like it shows up clearer. I mean, it all depends. If you guys are watching on giant monitors, it probably doesn't matter how zoomed in I am or not. It's probably clearer when I'm farther out. I know, part of me, I feel like there was one double die that shows up really strongly right here. But these letters almost always, I feel like no matter what light I look at them in, they always look doubled. They always look like they have like a little notch out of the corner. I feel like I need just a slightly better microscope. Nice. Can openers, those are like one of the toughest things to buy. I don't know, it's like, I swear they, in like supermarkets and stuff, they always have a bunch of can openers. And like one day mine broke, so I went into the grocery store to get a new can opener. And I got home and the can opener didn't work. It could not even open it. Like there was no way. It was just defective beyond belief. But then it was like I went and bought like probably like 5 or 10 more can openers, just trying to get something that could properly open something. Tried every single one at every store. And what I finally ended up doing is going on eBay, finding the can opener that I had owned my entire life, and I bought a used one, got it in the mail, worked perfect. And I was just like, how many, like, it's like they make these things so that like people buy them and they don't work. And it's just, it's like you go on this endless crusade just trying to find a can opener to open a can. Hey Marcus Rodas, welcome. Welcome Marcos. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I know it's early, but I kind of celebrated today. I'm kind of stuffed full of potatoes and lasagna and apple pie and pumpkin pie, and I've already kind of gone through the point where I was hurting, and then I ate some more, and I think I'm going to celebrate some more tomorrow. But I'm saying happy Thanksgiving because I'm assuming that most people will be having Thanksgiving tomorrow. but who knows, maybe I'll do a bonus stream tomorrow, because I definitely have some free time. And I don't think eBay, I feel like normally on Thanksgiving Day, eBay is a total ghost town, which I guess if you guys, what's tomorrow, Thursday? It's usually not a big auction day anyway, but sometimes it is. I feel like I've sat around on Thanksgiving and bid on stuff on eBay and got it for like 10 to 20%. Like, you know, one stuff 99-cent auction, like for like $20-$30 coin. I love I love bidding on holidays. Never put stuff up for auction ending on a holiday, ever. I don't know, there might be some exceptions to that, but there's just, it was like 95% of people are off doing something else. They're not bidding on stuff. It's a turkey day. Awesome. I'm gonna check one thing. I hadn't been away from eBay for this long since the last stream. It's like sometimes people will send you like 1,000 emails. Like, it's like you don't respond instantaneously, and they're like, hey, I messaged you 5 minutes ago, I haven't heard back from you. Hey, I messaged you a second time. Looks like everything is calm. I got a crazy amount of offers on eBay today, and it's like most of them were okay. It's just, it's hard, like, I know people do research before buying a coin. I've noticed this trend where I get an offer for a coin I just bought, and someone will send me an offer, and it'll be the exact to the cent price I just paid for the coin. And I understand that people will go and look at sold items to like find out, you know, what items are going for. But people will send me messages, you know, with an offer, and it'll be the exact price I just paid for it. And they'll be like, this is what it's going for on auction. I'm not paying a penny more for it. And it's like, yeah, if you go to auctions, that's what it can cost. I just bought that coin last week. That's what you're seeing. And yeah, I got to put it up at a margin. There's fees. I have an eBay store. I never understand, but I get it. I'm just like, what's going on? But yeah, getting just like hundreds of offers like that where it's the exact price I just paid for something. Yeah, Black Friday, it's going to be a ghost town on eBay unless eBay starts doing some advertising. So yeah, are there levels on Blue Sandy? Are there levels on Swag Bucks? Yeah, that's actually, like, the person that I subscribe to, it does not show up on my account that anyone subscribed, and they don't see me under, and they're not getting the swag bucks. They're supposed to get 10% swag bucks. They did, I took your recommendation, Blue Sandy, and they did email swag bucks, but they have not, or maybe they messaged through Facebook, I'm not sure, but they haven't heard back from them yet. And I understand it's Thanksgiving, and they might not get an answer here. But yeah, I didn't realize that there were different levels on swag bucks. And I mean, I feel like I just started getting like daily bonuses and stuff. I just actually started to do like the different little things that they, you know, like, oh, click on this and we'll give you 2 swag bucks. And so it's like when I'm going in to check my balance, they usually be 1 or 2 of those. And it's like, okay. I know 2 cents isn't a lot, but by the time I'm already going in there to buy a gift card, I might as well get an extra 2 cents on my gift card. Or, oh no, there was one like get 5 swag bucks if you watch, a video. And so I go to watch the video, and it's like 7 videos, and you don't get them unless you watch all of them. Like, all right, I will watch this one. I'll watch this one. I've been doing this for 2 minutes. What's going on? Wait, I'm already halfway into this 5 cents. I want my 5 cents. So I think I'm not gonna watch the videos anymore. It was just too long. I'd probably make 5 cents faster walking in town, looking in the parking lot. And who knows, maybe I'd find a nice coin. I might just have to re-enter their code. That's a good idea. Are you the same, the Facebook advertising? I have used Facebook advertising before. I have Time Traveler's Coin Exchange page on Facebook. I'd say it works really well. Like usually it's like 2 cents a click to a website. If you try to promote your Facebook account, they charge an arm and a leg. I feel like it's like 5 to 10 cents a click, and that adds up really quick. But if you are just trying to drive traffic to your website, like I usually drive traffic to my eBay store, I'll use that. And the good thing about it as well is, say, like for the Facebook advertising, you can have the link to your store. Since I have an eBay store, I can have an eBay partner one. And then when people go from the Facebook, basically the eBay partner is pretty much equalizing out the amount of money that it costs to pay for the Facebook advertising. And so I'm making about the same amount on the eBay partner as I am spending on the Facebook advertising, and then the Facebook advertising is bringing me, more sales to my eBay store. So it's kind of, by using both of them together, it seems to work quite well. The last advertisement that I did was working really well. And I just kind of threw it together in a couple minutes, just took a couple pictures of coins that I already had on my computer, made a carousel advertisement, and I feel like I haven't updated it. Basically that one works great, but I need to take some photos of some like awesome coins and just revamp it a little bit and remake. I should do that this week, especially before the holiday seasons. Yeah, I mean, with the watch ones too, I assume, I didn't know if I could just start it going and then go and like look at my eBay page for a minute, or if like it can tell if you leave, the browser. The video ones I wouldn't mind, to just let them play while I like look at auctions or something, and then come back and hit the next one. It's like, I guess I could see a thing saying like, you have to watch for 30 seconds and then it turns green. Oh, this one looks doubled. It's in pretty ratty condition, but this one looks like a double die. Let's see what else is doubled on it. Dun 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 dun. Well, oh, that's interesting. What looked all spotty. See, and I wonder if this is like mint Cello damage. Like, it's like you see all the little darker areas, but then you know, it kind of looks spotted, but then you turn it on its side and it's got like a plastic sheen. It's like, I'm wondering if that is like parts of the mint cello that are like crushed against the surface. There's the doubling in the R. I believe the U has a little extra. But maybe it's the opposite. Maybe that's like the original proof surface and the rest of it is the kind of environmental damage. But it's like I could understand somebody like sending something into PCGS and being like, well, it's not a pretty coin, but if you go to the left side of the page, it says watch click. There are some videos that are 3 pages. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like I have not properly explored, you know, it's like 90% of my exploration of the site has simply been like making sure to go and, you know, pay through. Like anytime I do an eBay purchase, I make sure to kind of freshly click through. And I'd say probably only about 2/3 of my purchases from eBay do I actually see the swag bucks appear. But sometimes I feel like I just forgot to, you know, open up the swag buck browser, and so it was probably my fault. But I mean, it even says, you know, most coins and stuff are not eligible for it. So I was, you know, I was kind of skeptical if I was ever gonna see a penny from purchasing through there. I had to wait 72 days to find out, but I got my first gift card, redeemed it, used it. I have another gift card in pending right now. I think in a couple days I'll have enough to get another gift card. So it seems like it's working. I mean, it has worked so far. My friend said it works. You've had it work, Blue Sandy. So it is definitely, you know, I was skeptical when he first started telling me. I'm like, yeah, I've seen 1,000 of these sites on the internet before. You know, there's always, you know, some catch-22. And this one actually seems legit. And my friend said that there are quite a few other ones too. I'm sure you're probably already familiar with them all. But it's funny. It's like, I thought I had tried every single thing to make a couple bucks on the internet, and it just amazes me that there are still things that I've never tried. Simply amazing. This one almost kind of looks like machine damage and a double die. I think it's just machine damage. I feel like it's skinnier, not thicker. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems legit. Yeah, no, I definitely was watching the pending activity very, very closely. I was like, it amazed me though, and I understand, like, say on my eBay store, I do like a 60-day, I do a 60-day return policy. And so I could totally see how somebody, you know, could purchase something on something like that and then return it 60 days later, and most sites would already have given the cashback bonus or whatnot. So I could see how people could abuse it. So I understand why that you have to wait 72 days for somebody to make sure that they're happy with the purchase. And say with the eBay partners, I've been like given money from eBay partners and then had it come off the balance. Like it's like you think you've made some money selling something and then there's a negative thing there, and it's just, that definitely happens. But I think all of my, maybe if I have, like on eBay, I feel like the auctions have been so crazy that the prices of things end for so low that I probably had maybe six auctions, just, like the person canceled the order after I won at auction, which is kind of a no-no on eBay. But I understand, like, if there's buyer's remorse, there's seller's regret. And when someone's selling something they love and all of a sudden it goes for like 10% of what they believe it's worth, and we're only selling it to make money, and then they're not even barely making any money off selling the thing they love, I get it. But I've definitely had a ton of, I purchased the item, pay for something, and then they, cancel the order. I had one person, it looked like they got banned because they canceled the order, but they said that I requested. It was like I went to bed, woke up, it's like your order has been canceled. And it's like, buyers asked to, and I'm like, no, I didn't do anything. But they must have done it enough times that eBay was like, yeah, you're not allowed to sell here anymore. You're canceling all the buyers' orders, and they're not asking for their order to be canceled. Is this one machine damaged? What's going on with it? Everything is very, I feel like none of it is thick. I feel like it's just machine damage, but yeah, I mean, if you look at the letters, they're like skinnier. I think it's just machine damage. I don't know if I've like lost my eye for notching, but it's like I don't seem to have any problem finding certain kinds of double dies, but finding double dies with nice strong notching in them, I feel like I haven't seen one in forever. This one looks like it has some machine damage too. It's like, imagine getting a proof coin from the mint and having it look like this. I mean, I'm sure it didn't look like this when the people got it. These are the only copper rounds I've been buying. Copper rounds in cellos and copper rounds in slabs. I mean, as far as copper rounds go, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever bought just a 1 ounce piece of copper. I don't think I've even bought a bar. I mean, I bought thousands of bags of 5,000 count copper wheat pennies and memorials, mostly wheat pennies. But like, say, like if you're interested in copper, I know I was telling you, PK Carve, about the Rydale, but when I was doing the Rydale, I was able to pull out 40% of a bank box would be copper, and then I would dump all of the zinc pennies at the casino. They would charge me 5%, but the price of copper basically was like every coin was worth 2 cents. Every penny was worth 2 cents. And so basically 3 bank boxes, like the math basically was, if you don't count time or driving, it was like 3 bank boxes, equaled over a full bank box of copper. And so if you spend $75, you would then have to, you would basically get $25. You would get a bank box. sorry, if you spent 75 on 3 bank boxes, you would dump you would get one full bank box full of copper, which would be worth 50, and then you would dump the other 50, take 10% off of it for the casino, or 5% off for the casino, and you would lose like $5 or something like that, like 250. But it's like you would like be up 25 and down 250. And then it's like you can sell it as bullion, you know, just in, you know, you don't melt it down, because I think that's still a no-no. But you can sell it as copper bullion, or you can sell it as 5,000 copper pennies on eBay. Or if you have someone local that likes them, you can just, you know, do it directly with them. But I used to do that for a while. That was me going through thousands and thousands of bank bags. It was fun. Hey, Logan's Coins, welcome. It has been a while. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you are well. Yeah, I kind of miss getting my hands dirty. Like, that's been one of my favorite things on YouTube here, is just watching people like treasure hunting through like large mountains of coins. It just never gets old to me. Like, I don't know, like every time I like go to the bank or to like somewhere with like rolls, I've been just wanting to be like, hey, can I get some of those rolls? I don't know if do we still have a coin shortage, guys, or has the coin shortage ended? I mean, I need to get rid of all... See, that's the thing. I promised myself I would not start hoarding coins again until I went through and dealt with all of the non-graded coins I have, which is a ridiculous amount. Like, I feel like I've been sidetracked for 6 months since I started doing these mint Cello rolls. I mean, half the point of the coin vault has opened was to go through everything and sort it out and find out what treasures we had found, and basically, you know, figure out, okay, what am I doing with this? Do I really want to keep this mountain? You know, maybe I should buy the indoor swimming pool and fill it with coins. I mean, that's a bucket list for me. I want an indoor swimming pool full of copper. You know, I'd love to say silver. That would be way more fun. But I don't think the silver is going to happen here for a while. Maybe I can upgrade to a silver pool in the future. But for now, I would like to just fill a small swimming pool indoors with beautiful BU coins. I think that would make a fun YouTube video too. You can get rolls from and boxes from some. Yeah, I've definitely... That's interesting. I was just reading your comment, PK Carve. I think I missed that one. And I'll give you guys the heads up too. It looks like we just have about 10 more coins here. But I know we've been moving through these a little bit slower. But we've had a couple good coins in here. Yeah, I've been having interesting things where people have been like, you bought too many of my coins. I've had some people get angry for buying too many of their coins. It was kind of beyond me. I was like, something's going on here. I'm not going to think too much into it. They'll realize that me buying all their coins is a good thing, and that's why they put them up for sale. But yeah, people have been doing, I don't know, I finally changed my, I never had it, I'd buy from anyone, or I'm sorry, I would sell to anyone, but it was getting to the point where I was just getting a lot of, like, I think just kind of like trolley kind of, you know, buy something and then just not pay for it, but I was having more people buy stuff and not pay for stuff, So I was just like, okay, people who have recently had unpaid item, disputes on their account, I'm not going to deal with them. If they're not paying someone else, they're probably not going to pay me. And it seems like a bunch of that has dropped off. But I mean, it's like once or twice is normal in a month, I would say. But like once or twice a day, not normal. Well, we've made it to 11 here. It is almost Thanksgiving, everybody. Does anybody have some fun plans, or is everybody staying home? I say I'm rooting for y'all to stay home. I think like the more people, Thanksgiving is awesome, but it's like the more people that like take everything seriously until this pandemic's over, the more Thanksgivings there will be for more people to celebrate in the future. There will be others, hopefully. Hopefully, don't see anything on that one. Oh, that's cool. Is Phil and Bella going against each other, or is there another channel that they're gonna battle against, or a box challenge against? Bella, if she listens to her dad, she's gonna have a job for life. Like, he's teaching her some life skills, and it's like, it's always funny though, it's like whatever like you're like taught and grow up around, it's like people are like, it's like, I feel like people, like kids always kind of like go away from what they're taught, or like whatever opportunity they have, their dream becomes, I want to do anything but the one thing that is being offered to me. Not always, like there's plenty of family businesses, and maybe she'll love it, and maybe she'll not. Maybe she'll, come back to it later in life and be like so thankful. Because I think it's an awesome skill to have. She seems like a smart cookie too. Can we find another double die, everybody? I think we're down to like 7, 8. So I think we found 4 definites. It's not bad. Am I being greedy, hoping for another? I hope not. Oh, why am I thinking there's mashed potatoes in the fridge? Lots and lots of mashed potatoes. Oh wait, there's pie too. Alright, good night everybody. No, we got a couple more coins. I can wait. What's everybody looking most forward to this Thanksgiving? She's been given everything. Nice. I'll show up there with my Rydale and I'll sort everybody's coins for them. In the time it would, I think it took, I can't remember, I think it took like 5 minutes to sort 5,000 coins. That makes sense. I should make a video. I should just make a video of that, like, do my Rydale and just, I don't know, like make a video of the Rydale going through, like, like penny box challenge, like run it through, pull out all the copper, and then turn it back on and run it through and pull out all the wheat pennies, What you don't get necessarily, like say like if there was a double die in there, but it is super helpful to, you know, remove all the, like by separating the zinc and the copper, all of a sudden you've divided all the dates in half. So if you're not looking for anything, you know, past 1982, then you've done yourself a huge favor. And then also pulling out, a lot of people have trouble separating the zinc and the copper 1982s, but because it separates the copper ones from the zinc ones automatically due to their weight, all of a sudden you're able to like basically funnel, you know, I don't know, it's really helpful for me. But maybe I should, it's just fun. I want to do it again. But it's like, I can't, I just, I have to deal with the mountain. See this, if I want to do it again, I need to deal with the mountain. If I deal with the mountain, then I can do it for fun. It's just, it's like treasure hunting. It's like every time you find a cool coin, you get like super excited. But at the same time, that's kind of like what this is for me now. So it's just, I see other people doing it and I'm like, I want to do that too. I love that. I guess if I had like an extra room where like it could just be a coin room, that would be nice. You know, the one with the swimming pool. Will this one be a double die? Doesn't look like one. Will it have a double die? Don't think so. Oh, these letters are actually really skinny. Yeah, I think maybe I should try to get the Rydale set up and just run some coins, make a Rydale video. To show you guys. I guess there's probably videos already about how they work. But yeah, I don't know what the videos are like, but definitely will be muting that video and putting some music on over it because that thing is loud. I think like when the first time I was using it, I think I was in an apartment and it was like right up against the wall and I'd be in there for hours just sorting stuff. And I think one time, I don't remember, but it wasn't until like I was outside of the house one time and I was able to hear how loud it was outside that I realized that the other person on the other side of the wall that lived in the next place, they must have been so tolerant. Good neighbors are hard to find. Crazy ones that run Rydales for 6 hours at a time. Yeah. I can only imagine what they thought I was doing in there. Looks like this one's got some toning on it, maybe. I don't remember a green toned one. Maybe it's just green. Oh, it's almost midnight coffee time. 4 more coins and I can have some coffee and some pie. What are you guys gonna have? What's everybody having for Thanksgiving tomorrow? It's okay, you guys can eat the food you made for tomorrow, tonight. I will not tell anyone. You guys don't tell anyone either, okay? I am definitely gonna have some pie and some coffee. So I definitely need some coffee before I can go to bed. I just don't have the energy to go to bed without coffee. And this coffee here, it's cold. So I'm trying to think, just because we're only a couple more coins here. So there will be a stream this Saturday. I may do some bonus streams this week, because I have more time than I've had free in a long time. And so I've got quite a few videos that that aren't my normal videos, they're not my normal stream that I'm wanting to do. I think I have everything all thought out, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do them live on a stream or if I'm just going to produce them and upload them. But I'm hopefully going to do some bonus stuff for you guys this week, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Nice. Yeah, I think it was just like the celebrating today was just like 5 people, no, 6 people outside in the cold. It was so cold, but it was so nice to like see people, and basically just tried to keep it as simple as possible. But it was really, really nice. It was like totally drama-free Thanksgiving. It was like, probably one of the mellowest, stressless Thanksgivings ever. I know that they're never supposed to be, but there's just, you get a bunch of people together and try to make a bunch of food and keep everything happy, and it seems like somebody's always disappointed or something. So that was nice. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you, PK Carve. Sleep 2:15 a.m. So it looks like we've got 3 more chances here, and we'll be calling it a night. I'll do a recap too, just real quickly, of the ones that we got, which I'm pretty sure the 4 I put off to the side were double dies. I can't remember. I feel like I put a couple in the maybes, but after looking at a few more of these, I think the maybes probably were not. Like, I feel like once I see one of the double dies, they're just like a lot more obvious. And I feel like I still haven't found one of these doubled eyelids. No doubled eyelids for me. I'm not sure if I found one for this state. But yeah, I feel like I don't think I've had a roll of 1962s that have gone through and not found at least one double die. So it definitely will be a year I pick up. I don't know, one thing I'm curious about now is I have like probably like 50 graded proof 1962s. I feel like it would be fun to go through them all on the stream looking for double dies. I know it won't always let me zoom in. Like, it's basically a 50-50 shot that I can zoom in on a PCGS slab this close. It usually, 50% of the coins will just not fully focus. And 50% of them will. And usually if they won't focus on the front on this angle, they will on the reverse. So it's just whichever side. It's like a couple coins I've gotten have been like perfectly placed in the slab. But I wish PCGS would, I wish they could have it just be a little bit thinner, or like have the coin not dip in as far so that the microscope could pick stuff up. I mean, maybe I could just put a magnifier over it. It seems like it could work. Alright, last one, and then we will just quickly recap here. And then I don't think this one. Yeah, sometimes it can be small, but I feel like the pictures I saw, maybe they were all really nice examples of it. But I feel like the photos that I saw, they were all really big, like almost like you could see them with the naked eye. Definitely some of the other ones for other years, they look tiny. I feel like unless I looked all the way zoomed in, I wouldn't be seeing them clearly. So I don't think, well, we still got a little bit left on this one. Almost looked, that bottom serif on the S, it almost looked like it is, but I think it's like it's a little bit of machine damage. It looks like it's missing a little bit. I think that's machine damage. Got me interested there for a second though. Alrighty, let's see. So these are, let's see what they look like after looking at a whole roll. Okay, so this one, I believe that this is one here. It's not in the best condition. But they all look pretty strongly doubled, and it looks extra thick here. So that's the first one. And then this one, it does look really thick. I know, it almost looks like there's like multiple steps on that too. So I can't quite get the light on it. This one I don't feel 100% about. I just feel like I've seen machine damage. Almost looks like there's like, it's almost like a triple die, like there's 3 levels of steps. But it's just with the way that it's stepping on that 6, it almost looks like the 6 gets really skinny. But then the 9 here looks really, really fat. And the 1 looks pretty fat. Can't remember if this was, but I'm not positive about this one here. I mean, in one way it almost kind of looks like a triple die, because like it seems like the 2 and the 6 just kind of look tripled. Let's see, but there's, I think the very, very first one I feel like was really obvious. And then this one on like the left side of the 6, it definitely looks like it's doubled. On the inside of the 9, looks like there's some strong doubling. But I think the first one here, I think that was like the best one. I feel like it was, I think this should be it here. Yeah, like on the 2 here, it's just a nice spread on the 2. And the 6. And I think the bottom of, somewhere on the 9, I feel like had separation, or maybe it was the 1. But this one definitely looked good to me. I don't know, actually, It's kind of interesting though, because if you follow that curve in the 2, I feel like that would be a really skinny 2. Now here, let's look at the ones I didn't think is. Huh. I'll take a look at that. I feel like when we first checked out the roll, yeah, this is the toned one. And maybe it's just, I mean, it definitely looks doubled. It doesn't look like machine damage to me. But it's coffee time for me, and then bedtime, or pie time, then bedtime. But thank you, Blue Sandy, for being here tonight. Thank you, PK Carr, for being here tonight. Thanks, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. And thank you, Eddie Vasquez, for being here tonight. And hold on one second. Thank you, Marcos Rodos, for being here tonight. And hold on, I'm missing somebody. Am I? No. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Marcos. Thanks, guys, for being here tonight. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. And thank you, everybody else watching, lurking. You guys don't have to talk to watch. I understand not all of you guys can if you guys are sitting at work. You know, I get it. But thanks, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you, PK Carve. So I will be back on Saturday. I might do some bonus streams before then. I've got a lot of video ideas I want to do for you guys. And looking forward to producing some fun new stuff for you guys. Coin related, of course. Or at least some of the ideas will be how to be able to get more coins for cheaper and whatnot. Let's see how this one... I think the light is still on, but this was the toned one that would not show toning for you guys until we got super up close. But sorry about the long goodbye, but thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate you all, and wish you guys a wonderful night and a happy Thanksgiving. All right, see you all in the future, everyone.